What's good, everyone? How you doing? So you know who this is? Your brother Big Hawk is that Yonkers native. I'm gonna be reacting to something that happened. It was either a couple of weeks ago or maybe a month ago, a month and a half ago. And I need for y'all to give me your analysis on what happened to this 6-year-old kid who decides to shoot his teacher. He's 6 now. This is still a baby.
ABC News exclusive with the mother of the Virginia 6-year-old who shot his teacher. She's speaking out about it for the first time after a Virginia grand jury indicted and charged her with child neglect and failing to secure her son. Our Lindsay Davis spoke with that mom and her grandfather.
Now look at that mugshot. This kid went through something in his house for him at his age. Where did he get the gun? I don't know. How did he get a hold of the gun? If she had the gun, how did he get a hold of a gun at 6 years old? Take all this anger that's built up inside of him because something happened to him in that house. To go to school, to shoot a grown lady, his own teacher,
who now has custody of the 6-year-old. She says she wants people to know she's a good mom.
While school shootings in the U.S.
And you notice every time that these hood girls or hood dudes, you notice every time their kid does something, they always either say he was a good kid or she was a good kid and I'm a good mom. Do you notice that? Do you notice that a lot of people don't want to take responsibilities on their actions or what their kids are doing? What made a 6-year-old kid bring a gun to school and shoot his teacher?
are no longer a rarity. What happened at this Virginia elementary school in January was shocking. The shooter was only 6 years old. The victim, his 25-year-old teacher, Abigail Zwerner. Despite being shot, she managed to get all of her students to safety.
Female victim, she's been shot in the abdomen as well as a through and through into the hand.
Now, the only thing I can analyze this whole situation, I don't know, excuse me, if the teacher was doing something to that kid, because you do have teachers that do touch their kids. So that could be one analysis that's going on here. I don't know what happened, but how did he still get this gun from his parent, from his mother? When you have a gun in the house, they always tell you to lock that gun up if you have kids.
Amid the ongoing criminal and civil cases, the family of the first grader who shot his teacher has remained quiet until now. Does he talk about the incident?
We talk, we play, we, do Uno, draw pictures, like nothing of the incident.
Deja Taylor says she was stunned on January 6th when she got a phone call that there had been a shooting at her child's school.
I wasn't even able to get dressed. I ran out in PJs to the school.
Has he processed the magnitude of what happened?
Well, in my opinion, he processes the events leading up to it. He talks a lot more about...
This is the grandfather. So this must be either her father or the father's father. But still, what made this 6-year-old kid do this? And this happens a lot in our neighborhoods. This happens a lot in everybody. I don't care if you're poor or you're rich. What are making these kids snap out and do what they're doing?
The day before, or the 2 days before, than he does about January 6th.
You released a statement shortly after the incident, and I just want to quote it. You said, "Our son suffers from an acute disability, and it was under a care plan at the school that included his mother or father attending school with him and accompanying him to class every day. The week of the shooting was the first week when we were not in class with him." What can you tell us specifically about your son's disability?
He has ADHD. Some are able to have it at a very mild rate.
Okay, so really the kid had mental issues and he has ADHD. I heard about that. He should have been in a special class because something snapped in this little 6-year-old kid's brain where he takes a gun and shoots his teacher, and you as a mother don't even see what was the problem with him.
But he's off the wall, doesn't sit still ever.
And why did the school decide that it was no longer necessary for the family to be in class?
Because we ended up working with another doctor. He had started medication and he was meeting his goals academically.
Had your son ever spoken about hurting the teacher, or was there anything any angst that he had against her?
No, he actually really liked her. I will say that week he did come home.
Either she's lying about saying that he really liked his teacher, or the doctor gave him some type of drugs that made him snap like that. But something made this young boy snap at 6 years old to shoot his teacher.
And he was talking, a lot about how he felt like he was being ignored. So he would come home and, Mom, I don't think that she was listening to me. I didn't like that. And then actually he ended up getting suspended the next day because he was in class. He was trying to tell her something. And she asked him to go sit back down. He threw his arms up. He said, fine. And when he threw his arms up, he knocked her phone out of her hand on accident. And he got suspended for that.
Zwerner did not respond to ABC News' request for comment, but
At 6 years old, the kid is acting out like that. Something went on in his house. Something went on to where this kid snapped.
lawsuit, she says the student slammed the cell phone on the ground so hard that it cracked and shattered. She's now filed a $40 million lawsuit against the Newport News School District and Rich Neck Elementary officials, claiming they ignored multiple warnings about the student's behavior and concerns that he had a gun. According to the suit, the child had a history of random violence and that he attacked students and teachers alike, both in and out of school. Is that description accurate?
Whether it is or it isn't, the school enrolled him in September knowing all of the past behaviors, and they also knew that he had not attended only about 2 months of kindergarten and about 2 months of pre-K.
And you say that to say that they then own the responsibility?
Absolutely. If they believed all these behaviors to be true, then they should not have allowed him to be into first grade.
The school district released a statement to ABC News saying it cannot release information about a student's educational record. And last month, the district filed to dismiss Zwerner's suit, arguing her injuries fall under workers' compensation. The gun used in the shooting was legally purchased by Taylor, she says.
I'm going to end the video right there. But something made this person snap out. This 6-year-old kid didn't do this by accident. Something made him go crazy. Please leave a comment. Leave your analysis. Leave a straight comment to help me out. Why did this kid snap like this? Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please tell people about my channel. Hashtag just us. Leave that green pill. Take that green pill and go. Take it and go. Take it, put it down your throat, fellas, and go. SYSBM, Passport Kings, keep it moving.